Hiya, how you doing? It's Jimmy here. As you can no doubt see, I'm back in the workshop. I haven't actually been here since probably November. It feels really cold and really damp. Actually, that's not quite true. I came up last week and started to tidy it up. Have you ever seen it so tidy? Oh, I've got a light out. Never mind. I got a comment not so long ago wondering why I needed such a big workshop. Well, the answer is I don't need a big workshop. Between 1982 and 2012, this was my place of work. I used to employ 2 staff, and we used to do car repairs, 24-hour recovery, and a little bit of car sales. But now, the only thing it does, it's home for Roger. Roger the Dodger, my camper van, and occasionally my Nissan Note car. Apart from that, it doesn't get used that much now. So what's tempted me back to this frozen workshop in Whitley Bay? Well, Roger's been parked up over the winter, and spring has sprung, and summer's just round the corner, so they say. It's now March, and I think it's about time to get Roger ready for the summer. So let's have a seat in the warm and I'll tell you all about it. Ah, that's better. It's lovely and warm in here. We'll see what the temperature is. Yeah. What's that? 0 degrees. Well, when you tell somebody you're going to get your van ready for the summer, most people would automatically think of cleaning your water tank out, changing your oil, checking your brakes, giving the van a bit of a service, deciding what to take. And they're all important, and I will be doing all of them. But in this video, I'm going to try and come up with a quirky toilet. When I say a toilet, I mean solids, not liquids. I've already got the liquids sussed. I use that. Now that looks a bit small on the camera there. If you haven't got one of these in your camper van, you should be getting one straight away. They're great. Now it's not just for in the night to save you having to put the lights on and open the van up and go out in the dark and cold. It could be when you're travelling. If you pull up somewhere and you don't know where the toilets are, somewhere new, and you don't know where the toilets are, no problem. That's probably the most used piece of equipment I've got in the van. Now I do have a toilet in the van. It's not a permanently fitted toilet. I didn't want that. What I did was I went to the local caravan shop, and I think it was called a porta crapper or something, and it was cheap and it done the job for a while, but it's far too big, and you need your toilet set up in the night so that if you have to go in the morning, you don't want to be going into the back of the van to get the toilet out. It's got to be here. So what I was using, I'll have to turn the camera around, was that. And it's not very dignified, and you have to steady yourself with the steps. I'll give you a demonstration. The van's a bit cramped for getting a good photograph, but what you do is you use the hand on the steps and do that. Now, as I said, it's not really dignified, and your arm won't last very long. And I know what you thought I was going to be doing. And there's no way you can read the paper sitting on that like that. So I want to come up with something a bit better. Now at this stage, I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do yet. It needs to be obviously quick to assemble, disassemble. It needs to be able to fold away. It needs to be more comfortable than that. so I'll get me thinking cap on. But I've took the first step. I bought that. And it's really heavy, so I don't think I'm going to use the top part. I'm going to have to, first step is get rid of the top bit and mount the seat part onto a wooden frame. So that's the first step, and then we'll think about what's coming next. Well, a couple of days have passed since the last shot, and I'll give you a quick update. The reason for the couple of days is I had other things to do away from the garage, and the second thing is my original plans didn't work, so I've had to scrap them and start again. So a little update. I've got the seat mounted onto a wooden frame, and I think the best way to do it is to steady it with the steps. So this little contraption is going to steady it onto the steps so that it can't slip off. I've had to put a little recess into there, and this will just be screwed on. It's just held on with clamps at the minute. And I'll just change the camera so you can see. If you flip the toilet seat over so you can see the frame, that's the front of the toilet seat. That's the bit that's going to be attached to the step. The little recesses along here, they fit into there, and they go up to there. I can't push it in because it's a really tight fit, and I don't want to take any more off. But that keeps it square to that edge, which will stop it from twisting like that. And that goes to there. And then this little brace fits over one of the rungs of the steps and stops the whole thing from sliding forwards. After that, we need to put a couple of legs onto the frame. Hard to explain, but you'll see what I mean when it's all put together. Well, it's nearly there. Had a few more problems today, but I think I've overcame them. It's not actually finished, but it's very close. I'll just show you what we're up to now, because I'm going home now. I'm hungry. So what we've got is this is it, and it clamps down to that sort of size for travelling. Now what you do is you put the legs come up like that, and then this bit goes over the rung of the ladders, but it wasn't as steady as I first thought. I've had to put a second brace on, so it braces front and rear of the step now, and that's how it goes. Now, actually I'll put it on the step and I'll give you a quick look. Bear in mind it's still not 100% finished. I didn't hear you come in. I'm just giving it a road test. It's doing okay. It feels very sturdy. It feels strong. It feels comfortable. I think it's passed. Since the last shot, I've made a couple of little modifications. Nothing too much. I'll show you them. I've put a double brace on the legs, so the legs are joined together now, so one leg can't open without the other one. Now I've put a little securing clip on there so that it won't rattle around when you're driving, and a little eye hook in there so you can hang it up out of the way. I'll just get it out and show you now. And then the legs come out. And there it is. Well, it just folds away nicely when you're not using it, and it's all compact, and it's not that heavy, and hold it with 2 fingers. Well, that's another one done. Now I can get on to the more important preparation. There was a couple of things I meant to say at the beginning and I didn't. First thing is, I hardly ever go on campsites. Most of my campervaning trips are off-grid, and I'm nearly always near a public toilet. So this toilet won't be used every day. It's just for the times that I'm caught short on the odd occasion. And normally on a 4-day trip, that might be once. The other thing I was going to say was, as I said already, I'm going to get on to the more important preparation. Now, if you're about to do the same on your van, but you don't know what to check, or you've forgotten, or your mind gone blank and you can't think, I did a quite in-depth video last year. It took me a long time to film it because I sat down, made lists and everything, and it's what I do each year to prepare my van. So look for that thumbnail, because I can't remember the name of it, and have a look at that. I'll put it in the description. So as I say, that's this one done. Next week I'll come up and start servicing the van, checking the brakes, water tanks, the things I mentioned at the beginning. So I won't be filming them because I've already done videos about that. So my next video will be when I'm on a trip, probably. Oh no, I've got a couple of little jobs that you might be interested in that I haven't shown before. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. You take care and see you on the next one.